Hey gang, Joyce with Skip and Cass Farms here. Still working on trying to figure out how to get the shade cloth over the top of my greenhouse. Just came back from my local Ace Hardware store, and I had the good fortune of working with Mark again, and he kind of thinks outside the box. And what I was trying to do was figure out how I could get a hook here at the corner, and then how could I get this eyelet up here by the corner of the door frame, and then that way this shade cloth could hang down by the outside edge of the door frame and would be across the whole top. I'd still have access to the door, but how do I attach that? And well, I was thinking, well, I could just put, J hooks or something like that, but the ones that they had would be too big. And so we got to talking, and he said, well, you could take a piece of wire, like some fence wire, and make a little eye in it. Let's see, do I still have that piece of paper? I don't know if I had that piece of paper on me. Yeah. Here we go. See? Ace Hardware. And the idea was you take the wire and you make a little loop, then you make a second little loop, and then you put one loop over the other, and then you fold it in half. And so basically what you've got is a screw will go through those two little eyelets into that door frame we were just looking at, and this loop will go through the grommet. So it's going to be a little interesting only having two hands to try and do that and work that up over my head. But it only took me just a couple of minutes to make this. I just took the nail and two pairs of vice grips and made the two tight eyelets, and then just bent it in half and lined the two holes up using the needle nose vice grips. So I think I'm going to make about 3 or 4 of these because they're easy enough to do while I'm here and set up. And I've got some Nipix wire cutters that I bought from when I did my fence. Those are really good tools. They are worth every penny. And so I could get this and put one in and put one up, and then cut the tails off at an appropriate length, and then maybe just put a piece of the blue painter's tape or masking tape over the end so it won't tend to catch on the shade cloth. So everybody, yeah, I'm a clutter queen, but I just got this as a little piece of wire from down here. Now I've got 14 gauge, I've got high tensile, and I've got 12 gauge. And so I'll get me another couple of pieces of 12 gauge and see if we can't make a few more of these. And let me see if I can show you what I'm doing. If I can prop my phone up so it'll show you. I don't know if I can do that. I don't have my I don't have my tripod handy. The tripod tore up my frame on my phone, so I've kind of gotten away from using that. But let's see. What am I looking at? I think you might be able to see what I'm looking at. Working to do. So let's give it a try. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. So just take this pair of vice grips and take a hold of the end of it here, clamp that down, and hook that around that nail. Go back around and get this other pair of vice grips and hook that on. And if I can get that back down and see if I can get that. That loop is a little bit bigger than I want it. See if I can do it this way instead. If I can do that up against the nail itself. There, that's better. I'm going to try it one more time to grab it and then just tighten it down on itself a little bit more. There we go. So that's what I got there. Okay. I know you're probably not seeing this. I'm just taking the wire out of the vice grips. And see if I can get that loop a little tighter than the other one at first. There we go. So that's what it looks like now. And then just take, let's flatten these out so they're all on the same plane. Now I'm just going to kind of grab it in the middle there somewhere. See if we can't get those two holes to line up. So I have to kind of do it out of the pictures to get it started anyway, because I just don't have the hand strength to bend it otherwise. Okay, so I got it started and just gonna bend those two eyelets over on top of each other like that, and there we got a second hook. So that's all there was to it. Nothing real exciting. I'll just have to, you know, bend it so it stays together, but there's no point in doing that now because I won't be able to do, I need to get those two over each other after this big loop goes over the grommet on the shade cloth. So that's this step in the process, and we'll see how we'll do next time. In the meantime, gang, whatever you do, blessings for the day, and just keep chasing the dream.